Welcome back to my channel, fellow gardeners. Today I want to talk about the Amaryllis plant. Now the beautiful thing about the Amaryllis, now it's December, this is the time in Kenya that we start having it to flower. So here I have my Amaryllis, I'm getting already some buds, and I want to talk about, first of all, in two parts. One, we're going to talk about the general story of the Amaryllis, and then part two will be about propagation. So welcome back. My name is Alice and I'm the Red Soil Gardener. Now, the Amaryllis plant is such a beautiful plant. It has these beautiful trumpet-like flowers, and at the top, as you see, my Amaryllis I'm getting my flowers. Now, the thing is that what we've counted here is I will get 5 flowers, and this is a red variety, and I'm really excited. Now, the thing is that in Kenya, we get our flowering season for the Amaryllis is usually around November, December, and those flowers actually do last into January, because I do have, as you can see here, many other shoots, flower shoots. Now, the thing about the Amaryllis, it's similar to the poinsettia in the northern hemisphere, where it's considered a holiday plant, a festive plant. And during Christmas, you get the poinsettias being sold everywhere and decorating beautiful Christmas tables. Also with the Amaryllis, because it will be in bloom, is basically it's given as gifts to people because the flowers are so stunning. Now, the flower of the Amaryllis comes in so many different shades and colors and variegation. Now, this one, as I have it, is actually a red version. I've seen pink versions, I've seen salmon color versions. Now, what happens is, for example, is that with the Amaryllis, it's actually a bulb, a plant. Now, what happens is that in a lot of the garden centers in Europe, they do sell the Amaryllis bulb, and you get the South African variety or you get the Chilean variety. But basically, when you do get your bulb, there are a few things you need to note. Now, when you do go and purchase your Amaryllis bulb, now I have a bulb here, but this is a Kenyan bulb. It's not so enormous like what you usually buy in Europe. Now, first thing, make sure it's firm. So when you do touch it, do press it and make sure it's firm. You don't want a soft bulb because it's not going to work. The second thing about the Amaryllis bulb is that make sure that you do have some sort of shooting here, like a leaf shoot on the top, which means that as soon as you do actually go and plant it and put it in your pot, is that you already have the shooting starting. Another thing to note is that when you do get these beautiful, enormous bulbs in Europe, is the bigger the bulb, the more blooms you will get. So do go for a bulb that is firm and it's big, because as I mentioned, you will get more blooms. Another thing is that do examine your bulb and make sure you don't get any molds or some sort of disease before you buy it. Another thing that you need to also check is that if you do have an offshoot, which could be actually quite promising, so do make sure that if you do see an offshoot, it's not a bad thing. The other thing is that if you do buy your Amaryllis plant in a pot, just make sure that the pot is not large, because the thing about Amaryllis bulbs is that they like to be pot bound, meaning that the pot should not be that big. If this is my Amaryllis bulb, is usually it should be about an inch to the edge if the bulb is big. So during Christmas is that once you do get your Amaryllis plant, after the festive season, you can keep your plant actively growing and get another bloom in summer, and also you can actually get another bloom next festive season. So don't give up on it, don't throw it away. because there is certain techniques that you can do to keep your flower blooming during the growing season, during the summer. Now the thing is about the amaryllis is that it will, if you do look after it after Christmas, which I will explain how, is that you can actually activate it again to bloom in summer. And then there is another technique, forced dormancy, well, which once you do that, you will get blooms over the next Christmas season. So don't throw it away. Let's learn how to do it. Now, let's assume your flower is flowering. Now, as we know, the whole point of flowers on a plant is actually to allow the plant to go into seed production. And once it goes into seed production, which you will get your seeds, is basically it's done its job. Now, the thing about the amaryllis plant is that once it does, after it has finished its bloom, is basically the leaves will turn yellow. Now, I'm talking about the northern hemisphere. So the leaves will turn yellow, and slowly is that they will look shrivel up and they will dry out. But before that happens is once your bloom has been finished and the stalk of the flower stalk does go yellow and eventually brown, do nip it at the base, because basically, first of all, you don't want the plant to go into seed production and suck all that energy from the bulb, so you snip it off. Now, what happens is that once the leaves do get yellow and they do dry up, is basically you at this point is where you can actually cut the dried leaves or the yellow leaves off the bulb. And at this point, what you could do is you take your bulb and actually store it in a dark place. And then as it's been stored, you don't feed it with any water because it's going into a dormant stage. And once it starts getting warmer, you can actually take your bulb, repot it, and then bring it out indoors and into your home and place it near a warm window. Well, give it warmth, and slowly you'll find that the leaves will start popping up and you're good to go for the spring. Now, what happens with the amaryllis is that, so once your plant is actively now starting to grow, you could actually, as we mentioned, you can start watering it. During this growth period, you can actually start to fertilize the plant. And as it goes into summer, you will again get your blooms. So the cycle will continue. So as you go into autumn, your leaves will go yellow, your blooms will be spent, which means that you need to cut it down so that it doesn't go into into seed production. And then the plant, you can force it at this point to actually go again into a dormant stage. So fellow gardeners, so I hope that will help you about having your amaryllis continuing flowering and putting it into forced dormancy to ensure that you do get more blooms twice a year, at least in the summer and during your festive season. So fellow gardeners, I would like to thank you, and don't forget to like and share and press that notification button, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and also introduce us to your friends and family. And I'm always there to answer you on the comment section in Instagram or on YouTube. And don't forget to follow us again on Instagram. We do post some interesting flowers and whatever's happening in my garden. And don't forget that we do upload our episodes every Thursday. And happy gardening, and see you during our part 2 section of the amaryllis flower. Thank you so much. Bye.